Why is Malta, one of the sunniest Mediterranean islands in Europe, the worst place to visit in summer? Come along with me and I'll explain. Hi guys, my name is Valentina and this is my channel on the travel list. In today's video, I'll talk about why you should not visit Malta in summer and you should consider visiting in the colder months. Not only that, but I will share with you some useful information, interesting facts, and I will guide you through the island. So, with that said, let's start right off here in the capital of Malta, Valletta. Beautiful Valletta. Such a tiny place, but full of history, amazing architecture, picturesque streets. It's probably one of my favorite cities I've been to. La Valletta was built by the Knights of St. John. They used to refer to it as a city built by gentlemen for gentlemen. Today, it is the southernmost capital in Europe and the smallest capital city in the European Union. So why should we skip summer if coming here? Well, it can get really hot. And what I mean by hot is that you cannot bear to stand under the sun. It's as if you're in a desert. And now you may think, well, I'm going to be at the beach under the shade of the umbrella. No. Nothing can help. No shade, no umbrella, no sea, not anything. Last time I was here in June, under the umbrella, I could barely breathe. I'm even getting hot thinking about it. Sightseeing during the day, it's almost unthinkable. Even in late afternoon, you can sweat your ass off. Plus, there are almost no trees on this entire island. I'm not kidding. Currently, we're at Upper Braca Gardens, and this is probably the most green space in Valletta. So yeah, do yourself a favor, don't come in summer to get a heat stroke, and come back in winter. But while we're here, let me show you something cool. Every day at 12 and 4 p.m. here on the terrace of the Upper Braca Gardens, they're firing the firearms of the saluting battery. It's pretty cool to see that, but in summer, under the excruciating sun, it's awful. So, come in November, it's gonna be great. Another interesting thing you can see in the city of Valletta are the typical British red telephone boxes and post boxes. Now, Malta was a British colony for quite some time, so they have adapted a lot of the English culture, from the food to the electrical plug and also driving on the left side of the road. Right across from Valletta lie the three cities of Malta, and a short boat trip from the port can get you here. In contrast to other touristy areas in Malta, the three cities keep their authentic feel even in high season. The heart of the three cities is Birgus Marina, which the Knights of St. John wanted to protect from invasions and built heavy fortifications to do so. An example is Fort St. Angelo, which once was a medieval castle, but the Knights converted it into an immense fortress on Birgus Point. Visiting the fort, you can see several exhibits that cover its history and the history of the Mediterranean. Walking along the high fortress walls and rooftops, you can enjoy spectacular views across the three cities, Valletta, and the Grand Harbor. Located at the end of the Birgu Peninsula, the fort dominates over the Grand Harbor. It was used as the headquarters for the Knights of Malta. Now, let's go back to Valletta and show you my favorite building.
The interior of the Basilica of Our Lady of Mount Carmel cannot compete with St. John's, but its dome is probably the most beautiful thing in the skyline of Valletta, and it just makes up the whole scenery. If you want to see more of Valletta, click on the card here to watch a separate video I did a couple of summers ago. Time to get out of the city. Getting around in Malta, you basically have three options: to rent a car, to get a taxi, or to use the local buses. If you choose to use the local buses, don't forget to wave at the driver, because otherwise he'll pass you by. Malta is such a tiny island, and getting around here is super easy. That was a lie. No, I haven't seen such bad traffic anywhere else in my life. It's like this on a normal day-to-day basis. And in summer, when the tourists start renting cars, it's almost impossible to navigate the streets. Currently, it's bearable, but spare yourself this pain. Don't come in summer, come off season. Something you will probably notice in Malta, and especially in the residential areas, is the garbage. Here they leave it outside of the door, just on the sidewalk, because they don't have a very good garbage disposal system. And mind you, it's summer, it can get even stinky, so be ready to hold your breath. Welcome to Mdina, the old capital of the island. Let's go inside. This little city is a real fortress. Walking its streets feels like everything is stuck back in time. It's the most enchanting place I've been to. Now, they call Mdina the silent city, but that's not only because their cars are not allowed here and because of the signs keep silent. Actually, when the capital was moved from Mdina to Valletta, the city was left almost deserted. And now only a few hundred people live here. The real experience of the city is just walking around the old medieval streets, taking in the atmosphere and admiring the beautiful doors. Every door here is a photo opportunity. Okay, so why is it so bad in coming to Mdina in summer? Well, you come here searching for this fairy tale-like city called the Silent City, and then you discover, well, a lot of other people had the same idea as you, and it's not so silent anymore. So, a little tip, if you want it all to yourself, come off season, or even better, on Monday. Everything is closed, but it's going to be empty. I also made a video of Mdina in summer last time I was here on a Monday. So if you want to check that out, click on the card here to watch it after this video. And now, let's go on a boat. The number one activity to do in Malta is to go out at sea. That sounds fun, right? It is, till you go on a boat tour and then you feel like a sardine in a can because it's super overcrowded. I promise you, it won't feel fun then. Another tip to get away from the crowds is to come to Gozo, Malta's second biggest island. It is absolutely beautiful here, much less crowded, and off-season, even less. dreaming of an island beach holiday? Well, look further because Malta, it's just not it. Let me explain why. Almost all of Malta's beaches are rocky terrain. Just a few of them are actually sandy. And due to them also being so small, in summer, they're super overpacked. Been there, done that, ever again. Last but not least, you will feel the difference in hotel prices and plane tickets in and out of summer. Of course, out of season, they're much less cheaper, but it is like this in all summer destinations. I'm so happy to be back in Malta, especially during a time when you can walk the streets in the middle of the day and not die out of a heat stroke. Makes it even better to know how cold it is back home. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you got some useful information from it. If you did, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe to my channel on the travel list. If you want to see more of where I travel to, I usually post very regularly on my social media, so you can follow me here. And if you still want to come to Malta during the summer and you want to check out the beach situation, I made a separate video about that, so you can click it right here and you can watch that after this one. Thanks again. I'll see you in the next one.